Not for me today because I woke up at 7 a.m. to find out all that stuff. But about Grand Canyon, they get to the water flowing part where it just shakes in the winter of 1871 to 1872. So in early hello and good morning, guys. Hope you're having a nice Monday. If you're not having a Monday syndrome, if it do, then that sucks for you. Well, not for me today because I woke up at 7 a.m. to find out that both of my classes for today have been canceled. Music theory and musicianship, both canceled. So my lovely weekend has been extended by another day. What a blessing. I just had my trip to Arizona between Thursday and yesterday, only to wake up to this morning, find out that both of my classes are being canceled. That's very nice. Holy cow, look at the grass. The grass is getting a good haircut today. Yeah, take a look at that. It is lawn mowing day in this area. So yeah, some part of grass did get a haircut. Some other part is yet to be trimmed. So how about we discuss more of how this Arizona trip has went. I mean, it was a hell of an adventure. It was like a mix of fun and craziness, like the fun part being the views of all the places that we went and the attractions, the activities, but also the crazy part, like renting a car. Yeah, we rented a car and just driving through and all that stuff. But about Grand Canyon, so as mentioned on Friday, the water level is so low that there's only 2 patches of water, which in the old days used to be higher. Like, it used to be much more water. And if you go to the IMAX over there, which is like a 30-minute movie about Grand Canyon, then you will see what it would be like to sail through the Grand Canyon in the old days. Like, it would be so dramatic at times when the water flow is over a certain level. Well, it's a documentary that they show in that movie theater, of course, but it is based on a true story of what it would be like when there was a much higher amount of water in the canyon. Like, imagine a bunch of people, a bunch of boats that explore around the canyon, and they get to the water flowing part where it just shakes so much. Like, there's a lot of turbulence, and it's like, oh shit, I'm getting wet, and somebody like, oh shit, I'm about to puke. That would be fucking disastrous. But when I say that, I talk about an expedition that had took place before it was named Grand Canyon. The name was put in place in 1919, but the expedition happened in 1869. One of those that had been part of the expedition was American tourist John Wesley Powell, because he did go on a second expedition as well, which was in the winter of 1871 to 1872. So in early 1872, he had been on a hike, and on one of the days, well, it also shows in a documentary, he encountered a mountain lion. And another 3 years later, in the year of 1875, he had published both of his expeditions, stories, and all of that. There were 10 people that had took part in the expedition of 1869. And so yeah, we got that done. We've gone through all that. We did all these adventures. Some fun, some drama, some thrill, and all that. But yeah, like I said in yesterday's video, it was a trip unlike any other. As well that we've rented a car, and what makes it so hard, I'm gonna tell you, my glasses off. We're on a mix of clouds now, despite having started the day with almost a full sunshine. It still doesn't feel like fall yet though. It feels more like summer. But anyway, so what makes it even harder when you're trying to locate a place, when you're trying to adjust the navigation, is that when your car doesn't have a phone holder, and even if it does have a tablet, which you can change some settings, but it doesn't have a road map that you could find a way from the starting point to the destination. That's what makes a lot of people hesitant about this, regardless of the length of the journey. And there are times I tell people, hey, just listen to what Google says, or if you look at the Bon Neef and what it says, like in this many miles, make that turn. So, and like whichever direction you see, that should give the idea of what to do. But other than that, on a positive note, it was a hell of an adventure. Well, still got the OC car show this week from Thursday to Sunday. That will be exciting, but after that, my schedule is going to be absolutely messed up, and it's going to be all the hard work again. Whoa. Wow, this dude seems to be quite motivated on what is a fine day here at this park. And there's two of these. Not that one though. Hell no. And here's that brave dude up there. Wow. He's barely even moving. Oh, just now he is, but like again, he's barely moving. It's gonna be like the flying squirrel. Wow. Whatever. Enjoy it down there. But yeah, certainly that would be a great way to enjoy what was a day without classes. Wow. Overexcitement, eh? Alright, well, I just left and I just came up to this 4x4 here. Yeah, I see. Yeah, like I was planning to make a turn over there, but because of that, dude, what the hell? So many sleepyheads here today. Holy heck, now I'm starting to see what is going on over here. You see a tow truck just come to the area. Yeah, that guy just had a problem. Well, only then did I realized what was going on with that truck. So yeah, it had got stranded in the right lane. Like at first, I thought, why is he not making that turn? Like he's giving this kind of gesture, suggesting that we should change lanes to the left. I'm like, what? Like, I was so confused. Like I wanted to make that turn, but I couldn't. I just had to find that other way. And I'm like, crap. I just came upstairs and I realized that the Grizzly Man is not on Netflix in the United States. So United States Netflix doesn't offer that, even though there's Outlast. And they removed it a long time ago. They added the Grizzly Man movie on May 1st, 2015. And exactly 2 years after that, they took it off. Well, instead of that, I found Outlast, which is a similar background, but it's like a contest. It has 2 seasons. It's a competition series where there's 16 players. They're split into teams and they're in the wild. It all starts with a
wild resort in Alaska. And yeah, I was hoping to find Grizzly Man, but it's basically like, as I have explained in the last week, it's about that guy that was enthusiastic about bears only to get killed by one in a national park in the woods of Alaska.
And it's, oh, Jesus fuck. Goodness, it's always about Smokey. Oh my, like, goodness, like, over curiosity just bugs the fuck out of me. So it's coming to sunset now, 6:50, and we're good, because I just had dinner and entering into the neighborhood, I heard the horn of a Nissan, and I thought, like, it's just some other person coming into the neighborhood being very weird, like honking on their horn. Like somebody's driving a Formula One car, and I'm like, what the shit? Because I got there and there were plenty of people that had stopped coming onto the road, and it's like, why the hell would they do that just over a horn, you know? Why? And it's not like someone's just honking at you. Basically, there's something wrong with another car engine. Like, a few people even got off their vehicle to think, like, what is going on? Like, why stop the car? Like, why just stop over that, right? Why freeze there? It's like you're hiking in the middle of the forest, and all of a sudden you see a bear, and you stop, like, you stand still, and for some moments you get lucky that the bear doesn't see you, and then he sees you, and I'm like, shit, what the hell am I gonna do? And it's like there is an engine problem that the horn is just going off, but like, it's not your car, but a bunch of other people just stop and get off and find out what it is, just out of confusion. Like, it's just insane. Just mind your business. Like, just mind your business if it's not your car. Like, no big deal. So it's today now, just after sunset. So what is today? September 22nd. According to the equinox, it is the second day of the fall season. But wow, I mean, September is going by so fast. It is September 22nd. Remember when I used to have a curse on the 22nd days of the month? Like, whenever it would fall on the 22nd day, something so crazy would happen that would feel like a superstition. But I've somehow conquered that habit in the last almost 1 year. Like, I don't remember so much crazy stuff happening on this particular day of the month. Sometimes it might be a superstition that on a certain day of the week, or on a certain day of the month, or let's say if it's a cloudy day, something so sudden might happen, and that's why you might think, oh, cloudy days suck, or Mondays suck, or that number sucks. You know, it's a concept of superstition. Well, anyway, guys, so I am going to put it to a full stop for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do leave this video a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.